Hello, hello. Uh, Welcome to the stream. Sorry for the late start. Um, Today we're going to be flying from Vilnius Airport to Arlanda Airport in Sweden. Uh, Block time, so that's total time on the ground, and in the air is planned to be about an hour and 40 minutes, and air time is going to be about an hour and 10 minutes. I haven't really bothered in checking the audio levels, so if my mic is quiet, please tell me and I'll increase the levels. I had some issues on the ground with the plane spawning 90 degrees to the right. Ignore the fact that the airport building is not there. It's not fully modeled yet. Um, but yeah, we're starting from cold. Today I'll be using sayIntentions.ai, which gives me AI ATC that can listen to my voice. So you should hear the AI ATC once I turn on the plane, and there'll be other AI traffic flying around or on the ground. I must say that the traffic injection, which will have the AI aircraft on the ground and the AI talking to the AI ATC, is still in beta, so there may be some issues, and the program itself is in beta, so there might be some more issues. So we'll just start up the plane for now. For my charts, I'll be using Navigraph charts, and I use SimBrief for my flight plan. So we'll just get a GPU ground power unit. That's going to give us some power, since we can't start with the batteries alone. I will be reading the chat, just not as often since I'm more focused on the game. Uh, by the looks of it, the delay seems to be about 10 or so seconds. But yeah, so we have external power turned on. We'll just turn everything on for now. Start alignment. Okay. Turn on that. Get some lights up in here. So it's gonna be cloudy, basically the whole flight. It's quite cloudy over Europe right now, basically all the time. It's not as yellow as this. Currently I'm in Vilnius and it's definitely not as yellow. It's more white, but the fact it's cloudy is realistic. Um, so, get this up. So this is the fly-by-wire plane, A320neo today that we're flying. Seatbelt signs on, mobile arm that, turn it on. Turn on the AP for now as well. And we'll go on, beacon on, strobe auto.
Flight attendants, armed doors, and cross-check.
Yeah, so there will be some random chat in the back, but we can ignore that. There's also going to be a quote-unquote co-pilot once in a while, like for takeoff and whatnot, but we can just ignore them. It's not foggy, it is cloudy. Just the orange color, I don't know why it's orange. Could be just from the sunlight. We will be seeing the sun later on once we go above the clouds. So we get the fuel truck at the moment, catering truck, and the jet bridge. Any second now. And then we'll set up this up. Unit. We'll request her for a flight plan. There you go. And that. It's fine. Align in. So it's not aligned. I don't want to do that. I don't know why it's asking me to do that. Jet bridge doesn't seem to want to come. It's fine. Just disable that for now, and we'll get fuel on instantly. There we go. Get rid of the fuel truck and get the jet bridge again. It might just be getting some stairs, but let's see. Okay, so I think the plane is just a little bit too far for the jet bridge to reach us. So we'll just ignore the jet bridge for now and just put everyone on
Boarding completed.
instantly. Go. Just tell me if my mic is too quiet or too loud. So that's fine. APU's fine, so we can get rid of the ground power unit and the forward door. So now I'm going to tune to the ATIS, which is like the system which tells us the conditions of everything. Oh, no, that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety
so
operations
passengers,
of this Airbus
we
aircraft.
have
We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask.
106.
Whiskey.
So this was
Vilnius
information
International Airport.
whiskey.
Information whiskey. 1150 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 19er. Wind 190 at 9er.
So we have whiskey.
Visibility 0. Temperature 1. Dew point 1. QNH 1021.
Okay, 102.
Transition level 60. Advise on course heading, altitude,
And
if
I'll
traffic
tune
service is requested.
to.
Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
Departure.
You have information whiskey.
705.
Vilnius
Should
International
tune
Airport.
automatically. There we go. So we might hear some other AI chatter once in a while, but yeah. So this is a AI plane. It's not. So it's an AI pilot, and it's going to talk with the ATC maybe once in a while. Okay, so rad nav. Let's have a look at. Okay. Might need to pull up the flight plan. If this. Okay, there we go. So we're landing. Landing data. There we go. Runway 919 right. So 19 right is 110.70. 110.70, right? Not 90. 70. Okay. Roll it onto the frequency. CRS? I don't think we have CRS. No, we don't. I don't. It doesn't matter. This is the minimum, so we don't need that. The flight plan. We're departing. Ground up analysis. Here we go. We are departing. So in terms of the amount of AI planes, I've set to max, which is 11. So if I look at the map, so I have the iPhone app open. By the looks of it, we have 7 planes on the ground, including us, and 2 flying in the air currently, quite far from the airport, actually, in a different city. See, Vilnius airport's not that busy, so it kind of tunes to the realistic traffic, but for example, DXB airport there will be much more. But I've set the maximum to 11, which is the max option as well. So, but it can sometimes get busy in terms of waiting on the runway for planes to pass by. So it's runway 01 that we're taking off on, and it's going to be Elec 1 Alpha. ATC might instruct us to change it, but for now that's our plan, so there's nothing we can do about it. And we're landing at Echo Sierra Sierra Alpha, known as Arlanda Airport. Arrival, that was 19 right. And Zealand Free November. No, don't think I have an approach. No, no, not for now. No via. Sure. Let's just make sure there's no discontinuities real quick. There is. So I'll just delete that. Everything should be fine here. Let's... Map not available. Why is that? I do believe that everything's in the vat. Oh, there we go. We do not have. Oh, we do have it actually. TCAS standby. We do not want TCAS in standby. Auto. Oh. There you go. Yep, that's fine. So we are tuned to clearance, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, departure. So we'll just ask for... Yeah, so all of them on the ground are doing actual flights. So the one that's right next to me, it's taking off from here. And... oh no, it landed here and is here now. Obviously just spawned in, so we didn't see a landing. There are, though, a couple too which are taking off. None, see, they need time to start up, so they're not really moving at the moment because they still need time to start up and whatnot. We're just doing it really quickly. They're probably doing realistic boarding times, which we're not. So I think we're gonna ask ATC for clearance now. Yeah, okay, so hold on. Departure, yeah, we're in departure. Okay. This was gate 5, I believe. Okay. Vilnius departure, Lufthansa 355, gate 5, information whiskey, QNH 1021, requesting IFR clearance to Arlanda Airport.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
So currently, because we haven't moved, the AI test. Oh.
Clear to Orlando via the Elec 1 Bravo departure runway 19er. Initial climb to flight level 100. Departure on 120.705 squawk 7147.
Clear to Orlando via the Elec 1 Beta departure. Departure runway 19. Initial climb and maintain flight level 100. Departure on 120.05 squawk 7147. Okay, so it's gonna be. Let me quickly do this before I forget. Runway 10. Runway 19, I think it was set. It's gonna be. There it is. 7147, I believe. 7147. A second. It was Elec 1B and we had to change the runway. Departure 19. Elec 1B. I do believe that actually makes our flight plan shorter. Yeah, it makes it more direct, so that's actually kind of good. Let me just check the AI actually noticed it. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Got it, so we probably won't see... we're quite quick. they haven't, see, we're not moving, so when we don't move, AI chatter is disabled. There is one, actually, Scandinavian is currently taxing, so I'm gonna, he didn't give me ground. He gave me departure, but not ground. So, let me just ask. Vilnius departure, please advise on ground frequency. I don't know why he gave me ground departure, not ground. So we'll probably see them taking off. We might actually be in a queue to take off.
Lufthansa, contact Vilnius ground on 118.205 for ground frequency.
Ground on 118.205, Lufthansa 355. It's 118. So, I'm doing this flight as realistically as possible. That's why I have this AI thing. We have ground now. Get Navigraph charts pulled up as well. Might as well. So we'll use Navigraph purely just for the taxing bit. Oh. No, the game itself is always realistic. I just like to add this AI ATC for more realistic. So my flip plan got load. Close. It's lagging a little bit. Okay, there we go. So this is our current flight plan. You can see we're taking from Vilnius Airport and we're going to Orlando. I'll get us some charts. Oh no, we don't need charts actually. I do need to change it that we're taking off from runway 199er. Go. Change that to 9. Okay. And it's different approach, different departure, sorry. Yep. There we go. That somewhat fixes it. Anyways, we can ignore this. But the main thing is we have taxiways here, which is nice. Neat piece. So we're technically at gate 49, but Microsoft Flight Simulator labeled it as 5. This is the full taxiway? What's this then? Lima? Anyways, we'll ask for startup. So the flight is an hour and 40 minutes total, so that includes the ground. And air time is an hour and 10 minutes, so we're going to be in the air, so after takeoff until landing it's an hour 10 minutes, and it's then 30 minutes on the ground total, here in Orlando. Does it make a difference? Yeah, I mean, sometimes you'll be in a line for the runway. Me personally, when you're in the air, it's not really noticeable. See, right now AI chatter is disabled because it's been 10 minutes since I've moved this plane, and we haven't yet moved. So we can't hear them because the company they want to save money on the AI servers. Anyways, we'll request for startup. Vilnius ground, Lufthansa 355, gate 5, requesting startup and push.
Lufthansa startup and push approved, face east.
Startup and pushback approved, face east, Lufthansa 355. So east, this map is always pointing north. Now we're east, so it's gonna want us to face this way. Okay, so we'll minimize this for now. And we'll request for pushback. Let me just make sure we don't have chalk shot. We don't. Okay, good. Plan pushback. Because yeah, our plane needs to be more here, but it's here for some reason. But we'll face east. There we go. Enter. think I've done everything needed for the pre-flight. Unless I'm missing something very stupid, which I don't think I am. I mean, I'll lock the door. Let me reset my position real quick. Ah, forgot to press this.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
Let me just make this less bright, so bright I can't see it. I'm having my doubts on the Kunes being correct because it says we're 6,000 feet in the air. Doesn't make sense.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Just want to warn everyone,
Commencing
I'll try to
pushback.
keep
You
this
can
flight
start the
as
engines
realistic
in
as
sequence.
possible,
It will
but
start in the sequence.
I don't know fully on how to fly this plane, so I might make some mistakes, I might forget some procedures. So I'll treat this as realistically as possible. Obviously, I might make some mistakes, but who knows. And we'll start up engine 2 for now. Oh, what is happening? Not sure what just happened here. Nope.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
It didn't put me on the
Parking
taxiway.
brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
I told it to put me here, but it's put me on the road.
You may disconnect.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
well,
Cleared
I'm gonna have to
disconnect.
ask it to
Pin
change
has
because
been
we'll hit that
removed.
plane
See
then.
you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and
I
goodbye.
am playing with keyboard at the moment, but I have my Xbox controller on the side for any of the actual flight part. I would never play on the keyboard. I do have a hot ass system, but I don't have it with me right now, so I'm using a controller for the other parts. So I'm gonna quickly tell it to move me to correct position since I need to be here. I'm not sure how to do that. A little unprofessional by doing this, but what can I do? No, I do have TED on. I'm just not reading as often since I'm more focused on the game than reading on chat. I have it on a different device. But I do have it on. I'll read it once in a while when I have a look. But yeah, flying on keyboard in Microsoft Flight Simulator, it would be possible if it wasn't for the fact that the keys are sticky. So if you press the key for the aileron to move down, when you let go, it will stay in that position until you press like
Please
R
prepare
to
for takeoff.
reset it. So it just makes it really hard to fly. So I just have my Xbox controller with me for that part. Not sure when the pushback will come. Let me just try once again. Maybe I broke it. Okay. Because it put me on this road when I'm meant to be here. Not exactly sure why. Okay, they're not reacting, so I think I'll just bite the bullet and stay on the road. That's fine. So Both engines are on. Turn off the APU. Turn on taxi lights. Okay. So like, for example, now when we're gonna taxi, I'm gonna. No, I can't just move it. I know there's a mod for it, but I haven't installed it. So I need to be on this taxiway. I'm currently on the service vehicle road. Obviously I can keep it not realistic and slice through this plane, but I think the AI ATC might get confused on which runway I'm on which taxiway I'm on. But let's just see. Vilnius ground, ready for taxi.
Runway 19er taxi via Lima, Mike, India, Foxtrot, Zulu.
Runway 19er taxi via Lima, Mike, India, Foxtrot, Zulu. Lufthansa 355. So, we'll use this now. Let me place myself on it, so I know. Could not connect to some link needs to be running. Okay. I'm gonna quickly install Symlink, just so I can make this 1,000 times easier for myself. Didn't realize I would need it. Hopefully I don't need to restart the game. Don't think I'll need to. But let's see. If it does, I won't use it. If I already installed it. If you're installing a mod, you probably have to. No, Symlink is not a mod. It's an external software. Mods are different. You actually have to put in the game files. Symlink is different. Okay, it's open in order. Okay, sign in. Navigraph is great. It's unfortunately you have to pay like I think 20 euros a month, but it's great. Open. Yes.
CityJet 739 are ready for taxi.
Retrieve flight
CityJet
data.
739er, runway 19er taxi via Lima, Mike, India, Foxtrot, Zulu.
Runway 19er taxi via Lima, Mike, India, Foxtrot, Zulu, CityJet 739er.
Okay, it says it's installed. So let's try again. Yes, there we go. See, I don't have to restart. What were the instructions? It was Lima, Mike, India, Foxtrot, Zulu. So I'm gonna assume I was correct in saying that this is Lima, this long stretch. So we have to taxi down here. Mike, India. Where's Foxtrot? Is this Foxtrot? Oh yeah, Foxtrot, Zulu. Where's Zulu? Ah no. Foxtrot, and then Zulu, and then I hold here. So I don't taxi on Zulu, I hold here. Okay. That should be easy enough to follow. So we'll put this normal. Disengage the parking brake. Okay, I thought I was the mod you were... No, Symlink is something different. So we'll quickly get on the right taxiway. Quickly down. Oop. Can't make it smaller. Okay. Don't worry, I will have this closed later on. So let me just get on the correct taxiway. And Navigraph is very useful. Without it, it's basically impossible to find any good airport charts without it. We just follow the yellow lines. And it was India. So we're gonna have to do a right turn, and then the left turn, and then we hold at the runway. Let me just check I'm on ground, not tower. I am on tower. Okay, well, it seems like they... Hold on, not right. It was right. It's right. Okay, my rudder is not listening. They don't have tower. Oh no, they do. Wait, I am on tower. They don't have ground. They don't have ground. Okay, that is weird. Why is my plane not turning right? There it is. Okay, then we're gonna do basically a U-turn here. Let me put some engine thrust, not that much, just a little bit. I think I am on the wrong taxiway. There we go. Yeah, so, I mean, this is obviously not realistic taxiing, but I'll try to keep the flight as realistic as possible. I'm like using the parking brake for braking. Wait, where was India? Hold on, did I miss? Wait, what? There was no second taxiway there. Oh, they're going on the. This is enough distance. Okay, there's no taxiway there. So Vilnius Airport's not really that detailed. Just ask for clearance now. Vilnius Tower, Lufthansa 355, holding short of runway 19.
Lufthansa, runway 19er, wind 190 at 9er, cleared for takeoff.
There's the flaps. And cleared for takeoff. So luckily it's not that busy, so we don't have any. Well, there's traffic right behind us, but we managed to be quick enough that they're not in our way. Looking at the frequency list, there's the part. Yeah, I must have made some mistake because I got the frequencies all wrong. Because there's no clearance. Okay, well, can't do anything about it now. So we basically contacting the wrong people. Okay. Lufthansa 355 cleared for takeoff, runway 19. And then we'll go full power. What error did we get? Takeoff. Oh, that's fine. Gear up. And autopilot 1. Speed. Contact departure 120.705, Lufthansa 355. What is happening? Why are we so slow? Go to minus.
City Jet 739 are holding short of 19er, ready to go.
So contact on 120 decimals. Oh, it's already in. What? Vilnius departure, Lufthansa 355, 5,300 for flight level 100. Not so cloudy anymore, I guess. how do you plan on swing anything?
Vilnius approach
It's
identified,
so
climb flight
cloud.
level 100.
Good afternoon, climb flight level 100, Lufthansa 355. No, this is autopilot. We're on autopilot right now. The whole flight's going to be autopilot now. And it's not so cloudy because we're above the clouds.
Lufthansa climb flight level 250.
Climb flight level 250, Lufthansa 355. When do I set these to climb? Oh, QNH. Standard. It's not telling me to set the flight levels yet, says you. Did you include the clapping at the
Lufthansa, contact Vilnius control on 132.63.
No, that's not us. Oh no, it is. Say again for Lufthansa 355.
Lufthansa, contact Vilnius control on 132.63.
Contact Vilnius control on 132.63, Lufthansa 355. 32. Is this 63 or 63? I don't hear the AI screaming at me. Vilnius control, Lufthansa 355, good afternoon. Flight level 133 for flight level 250.
Lufthansa 355, Vilnius control identified, Labas Popiet.
Labas Popiet, what's Popiet? So we can turn off... Oh, I forgot to turn on landing lights. Okay. Oh, I forgot to turn on as well. Okay, that's all fine. Seat belts will soon be able to come off. Okay, and our flight plan has a discontinuity. Why was that not there before? Got everything going on its plane.
Lufthansa 355, Vilnius control, climb flight level 330.
Climb flight level 330, Lufthansa 355. Let's see. So it seems like after Aleka we'll be able to turn off seats. I think I'm just gonna set our crawl to climb at this point. Is there... Oh, autothrottle is not on. Why not? It said autothrottle. Doesn't it always auto turn on? It's so weird. It should always auto turn on. Is there anything else I need to turn off? Let me turn on anti-icing because it's quite cold here on the road. Should that be check? Being a little sketch at the moment. Yeah, there's Vilnius. It's quite dark actually currently for us and cloudy right now. I probably can't see my house from here. Sad. But yeah, it's gonna be quite peaceful from now on. We have our estimated flight time. Okay, why do we not have UTC? Turn on. I think we'll have about an hour left in the flight. Think using very cloudy indeed. Yes, it is very cloudy. It's not as realistic. I think I've... Is that for us? See again for Lufthansa 355. Climb flight level 380, Lufthansa 355. Okay, the AI seems to be bugging a little bit. Let me check my OBS real quick. But yeah, so I think, yeah, we're almost past Leka and we'll turn off seatbelt signs. I don't know what we're looking at. I don't need to look at it. Let's turn on radar. I wonder if that works on this plane. No, it does not. Auto. Nope, doesn't do anything. Okay, once we stabilize out, I'll turn off the seatbelt signs. Bonus, where? But yeah, we're basically now chilling for maybe the next hour or so. I don't know why that is not working. Yep, turn off seatbelt signs. Let's have a look at the plane. Alright, I locked it. Doubt they'll be in the cockpit anymore. A little bit. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not detailed. Very unfortunate. Relaxing now. Don't know why it's not showing me the UTC. It should be showing me the UTC. And he actually said on the code phrase. QNH is 1012. I doubt that will change, or if it changes, it's going to be very, very small. Temperature 6 degrees Celsius. Again, since we're only flying in less than an hour, there's no point in worrying about this later. Oh. That was another plane. Oh, they're long gone. Oh no, they're here. That plane is Dell. I don't know what airline that is. And they're flying to no idea. It's an A320 as well. I was thinking about flying the A380 from Dubai Airport, but decided I want to fly from Vilnius instead of an A320. A380 could simply not take off from Vilnius Airport. It's too big. And that seems to be another plane's contrails. So, oh, there it is. See, it's moving there. Still ascending somehow. And we are going sideways. I guess the wind is that strong. Oh yeah, you can see the streaks in the sky. Yeah, those are the contrails. They're called contrails at least. So that other plane that was passing by is another plane above us. That plane just passed by now, this one. I don't know what that call sign is. CH8, and its destination is ZBAA. Zulu Beta Alpha Alpha. No idea what that is. Where that is. Oh. What just happened? I have no idea what just happened there. But that was not exciting.
Info, Finnair 9 Tango Golf, flight level 310.
Yeah, you can hear the AI. Yeah, it was an alarm that the alarm goes off when the autopilot is disengaged. And here you can hear the AI speaking to AI ATC. That's quite slow actually. Oh, the max speed of the A320neo was 320 knots. Weird. Yes. Maybe I'm mixing up with the A380. Or I've said something wrong. I think in Navigraph, I can actually see the AI control areas. Basically, it will show me where the AI will change.
Gialia Info, Finnair 6 Alpha Tango, flight level 320.
That is very loud.
Finnair 6 Alpha Tango, radar contact.
Apparently there's something funky with the actually. Is the time in this game accurate in the sense that it would take you as much time? Yeah, it is. This is basically as accurate as you can get with online flying. This is the most realistic. I wouldn't say the most realistic. There's probably some military one that's more realistic. But in terms of for the regular person to use, this is probably the most realistic one ever. So this is our time right now here, which is 340. This is in Zulu, obviously, UTC. But yeah, if it takes an hour and 50 minutes to get from Vilnius Airport to Arlanda Airport, it's going to take us also 1 hour and 50 minutes. So it's not like we're going double the speed, no, we are going 250 knots.
Gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, Captain speaking. We've just reached our cruising altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your feet and elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin with galley cards shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating near the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
our maximum cruise now. Oh, flight level 30. Another control then. And we're just gonna wait now, I guess, until the AI ATC passes up to the next control. Not exactly sure when that will be, but by the looks of it, come on, I do need to check something. I think I have a flight plan. Never mind, no, it's fine. Let's keep this direct for now. I think we'll have it in about 15 minutes. We'll change APC. How many hours do you have in this game? Let me check actually. So, I currently have 63 hours. However, combined with X-Lane 12, which I used to play on my Mac, I think that is 100 hours, 165 hours, about. So I've done quite a few flights. Again, it can get quite boring. So I mean, I'm not one of those people who have like 1,500 hours, because I mean, you literally just kind of sit here and do nothing in a way. Quite a few flights is an understatement. So I mean, I mostly fly small flights, so maybe I think that the longest I've done is 7 hours. I want to do longer ones, but it's just simply not possible with my time during the day. Because I mean, you always have to be at the computer. You can't leave it. You might miss some. You might miss some ATC instruction. You never know. So I literally can't do any longer than 7 hours. Not because I don't want to, but just because I don't have the time to do that. So. Probably not that busy. Yeah, no, 10 hours being saying that was unemployment. It's not that was unemployment, it's just a hobby. No one really has that. There are people who have the time, they usually, I can actually show you on the map. But the thing is, when you are flying, so what I really want to do is a transatlantic flight to from England, probably somewhere in America or Canada, is that in this area, there's no comms. There's a service station that's when you enter or enter here, which is literally one comm and the rest you're literally undisturbed. So what usually people do is during this like 6 hour period, they'll go to sleep, and then when they wake up, they're usually around here and then they continue flying. But I can't have my computer on when I'm sleeping. Yeah. So this is basically Vilnius control area, and then once we get to Ascor, we'll be transferred to Riga control. They'll guide us. It'll probably just be a communication saying, "Oh yeah, I'm alive still in the plane," and they'll go, "Yeah, we can see on the map," and then again here, and then they will guide us to approach. They'll tell us to do approaching tower, whatnot. See, Sweden actually owns a lot of airspace. Does the game add weather? So in the game there's two options, well, more like free. There's manual weather, where you enter the type of weather you want to custom weather. There's also live weather, so that's what I am using right now. This is live. So if it's cloudy here, If it's cloudy in real life, it's cloudy in the game. If it's raining in real life, it's raining. Yeah, it will change. It will change. It's live weather. So if it's suddenly the clouds decide they want to rise up, I don't know, like an anti-fog, it will change. If it starts raining in real life, it will rain. So the game there's basically like, I think 3 ways of choosing. It's like this information I've entered. So like Q&A temperature, that is from real life data. There's 2 ways to get it. You can get it from METAR, so that's what all airports use for, basically, how do I say it, for weather, METAR. I think I'm probably saying it wrong. But you can also do custom weather, or there's just different sources to get from, but everyone typically likes to use METAR because that's the information that the airport itself sends out. So if it's raining at the airport, it will rain in the game as well. It's live weather. You can also put live traffic. So like if there's an actual flight in real life flying here, there is going to be an actual flight here. You can't hear the comms obviously, and there's no AI traffic. This sentence AI has an external thing, so external numbers sometimes. But yeah, there's also on this tablet some guides, procedures. Keep it in this. Have you ever crashed the plane? I've crashed in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think twice. So the first time there was no ADC, and on my final approach I was way too high and I told the plane to go all the way down, and when I was trying to pull up, so put the plane back into neutral position from the nosedive, I was too late and I slammed into the floor. And then the second time there was really heavy turbulence, and the turbulence was that heavy that my autopilot got knocked off and I was AFK, I was not on the keyboard. Because the autopilot got knocked off, the plane just dove into the ground. Is that not an option? To crash, you can well, there's no crash physics. If you hit the ground really hard, the screen will say you crashed, restart the flight, or just exit the menu. There is failures, I think.
Lufthansa, contact Riga control on 134.125.
Contact vehicle control on 134.125, Lufthansa 355, good day. Rear control, Lufthansa 355, flight level 380, good afternoon. No, there's no crash mechanics. If you hit the ground, your screen will go black and say you've crashed.
Lufthansa, Riga control identified. Climb flight level 380.
Maintaining flight level 380 and Lufthansa 355. The AI does mess up sometimes, so it told me to climb, but I'm already at the flight level. Since now we're in Riga, not Riga, sorry, in Latvia, we have to change countries, obviously. X-Plane 12 has really good crash mechanics. If you crash, your engine will go on fire and like the whole cockpit will come up. They have better failures, basically. We can see, because we crossed over here, we're now in Riga, sorry, Riga control. And when we cross Niket, we'll be transferred to Sweden control. No, I might just ask for direction to get. Rear control, Lufthansa 355, requesting direct Niket. Go direct to faster.
Lufthansa, direct Niket approved. Proceed direct Niket.
Approved direct Niket, Lufthansa 355. There we go.
Lufthansa, direct Niket approved. Proceed direct Niket.
Direct Niket approved, Lufthansa 355. So basically, if I do direct, that means it'll ignore all previous frequencies. Just go straight to them. So I've been live currently for an hour and 11 minutes. Seems understandable. That means we have about half an hour more. How does the game determine how many passengers are in your flight? So I use something called SimBrief, which basically makes a flight plan, and on that it will just use here SimBrief dispatch, and that will just choose like a random number of passengers, and there isn't actually passengers on here. The game just says, oh, your plane weighs this much in this area and this much in that place. So it's just called payload, and I can set how much a passenger weighs, and then the game, this mod will tell the game that, oh, the plane weighs like 500 kg more than it should be. So it's not saying, oh, there's 100 passengers, they're just saying, oh, it's 500 kg more. Because the game first starts saying it's empty, and it's just adding extra weight to make it seem like there's passengers. Or the same with fuel. There's already fuel. All that's happening is simply the mod tells the game, oh, there's an extra 694 kg on the wings and 694 kg on the right wing, something like that. There's not actually passengers. The game itself doesn't recognize something called passengers. It just recognizes weight and fuel load and whatnot. Wait, if it does rain, I have this. There's also one on the co-pilot seat. So the mod is calculating how many passengers are based on the added weight. So the mod, so SimBrief, first basically picks a random number of passengers. It obviously won't pick a random number like 1, but it'll pick like a fair amount. So we can actually see like, see it's a fair amount of passengers, right? Some rows are empty, whatnot. And it will tell you where it will like make in the flight plan where the passengers are themselves, and then this mod called fly-by-wire will take that flight plan and understand, okay, we have passengers here, and then I can set the weight of the passengers, which I've set to 84 and luggage to 20, and it'll just combine that weight and add that to the total plane weight. You know, if you actually get the game, I know it's expensive. There's actually a mod which lets you be the co-pilot, so you can actually fly together in the same plane. It's actually really cool. So there's the sun setting. So it's actually quite early in Europe now. I tried to find a Lufthansa delivery, but I couldn't find it for the fly-by-wire version. I didn't want to make you guys wait any longer for it. How much is it? I think for the base game itself, it's I think 250 dirhams. And for the deluxe, I don't know how much the deluxe adds is 300. Because I recently got Arc Raiders, so my budget's no, this game is expensive. It's like 250. But I mean, for 250, you get all airports modeled, you get a bunch of planes modeled. It's worth the money. I'm surprised they don't charge more for it. Obviously, it's Microsoft being greedy, but in a way, it makes sense as well. So we're going to be soon at Nikat. It's only 8 nautical miles away. So the current speeds. Probably think it will take about another 15 minutes. I'm not sure what the deluxe version gives. Give me a second, let me have a look online. Okay, so deluxe just gives you some extra planes, but then again, like this plane, fly-by-wire, it's an add-on. It's not part of the base game, and it's free to download as well. So yeah, including the A380 as well. Me personally, I think I have the anniversary edition. I don't have the deluxe, so I mean, I haven't noticed anything different from like the YouTube videos I watch. So I mean, I don't think anyone needs deluxe. It's like extra skins and whatnot, basically. Yeah, you could buy just the base game. Yeah, and then I could teach you how to fly the plane. You could be the co-pilot. We could even try VATSIM. So VATSIM is ATC, but it's real people. It's real pilots talking. No, like real pilots meaning it's not AI pilots. It's still people just playing the simulator as quote unquote pilots, but it's actual people piloting the plane, not AI, and it's actual people doing ATC as volunteering. Obviously that's more scary because if you make a mistake, it's worse than just making a mistake with AI. Surprisingly, our left battery is actually draining faster than our right. Oh no, it's basically. So that took about. So we've actually only been 27 minutes in the air. Yeah, no, I feel like it would get too hectic if a single mistake happens. So I mean, when you make a mistake, when I mean my mistake is that they say something to you, like flight level 380, and you actually say, oh, flight level 388. I mean, if it's AI, it's not a big deal. You can have a look at the comm list. So I actually have the app open. In case I make a mistake, I can just look at the chat logs. When it's real people, there's no chat logs. If they say something, you don't know what they've said. You have to do it by hearing. So currently right now as we play, for any of the instructions which have been really quiet, you can't tell what they've said. I actually have the app open and I can read through the comms. So I'm trying not to look at the comm list, so I'm trying to do it by ear. But when this type of stuff happens where I simply cannot hear them, I'm looking at the comm list and looking at the instructions. But yeah, with VATSIM, they're a little more strict depending on how much traffic there is. But I'm planning on trying that sometime later once I get comfortable with AI. So I'm currently using the AI to basically train my comm skills, communication skills. Do you prefer with AI then? Yeah, no, I prefer real. Because if you want to do, for example, I tried doing a simulated emergency landing where my engine 2 was out. Didn't know how to guide me in for emergency landing. So I prefer with real people. It's just I want to first do AI so I can practice my comm skills, communication skills. I can get better by listening. I can understand better. I can train my memory and whatnot, and then I'll change the VATSIM. The only benefit with AI is that, well, AI is always online. With VATSIM, ATC is not always online. They're volunteers again, so they may choose to be online, they may choose not to be online. So a lot of times there's no ATC online. Obviously it's much more busy though. Okay, so we're almost at ECAT now. So we were at 27 minutes when we reached 60 nautical miles. Being 2 minutes out and it's halfway. So that means, so it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So 10 minutes until we change comms. What happens if someone logs off? Who logs off, the pilot or ATC? The pilot. You just tell them the reason why and you just log off. So when I tried playing on my Mac, X Pilot, the thing you use to connect to the server itself, it requires 20 FPS and minimum, or like a minimum of 20 FPS, or else you get kicked out. And I kept on lagging and kept on getting disconnected. So I just told the ADC I'm gonna have to disconnect to do the control back, and he said, okay, thanks for calling, goodbye. And you just disconnect, or you can just disconnect if you're playing with the other, yeah, you just disconnect. They'll probably be confused why you did that. They'll probably wait maybe a couple seconds until you reconnect, but they typically don't really care if you disconnect. And generally the ATC prefers when you disconnect because, I mean, less people, less stress. Unless you're obviously the only person in their control. If the ATC disconnects, so they will always pre-plan. They won't just disconnect randomly. They'll always have a schedule like, oh, they'll pre-plan it before. They'll say, oh, I'm online from 3 till 4. And then once 4 reaches, like 5 minutes before, they'll say, oh, ATC is going down in 5 minutes. And once 5 minutes reaches, they'll tell every pilot that's on the comms that switch to Unicom. So Unicom is on 122.8, so that's where you can communicate with other pilots. So in case you're landing, you can tell everyone, oh, I'm landing. So in case another pilot's also going to land, they understand that and they, hold, or they're just aware. That's why, actually, when you go over here to the, you see, oh. Okay, well, it didn't appear, but there was Unicom here before. Let's see. It's been, yeah, 4 minutes and, see, I got my calculation here. So it seems like we'll be doing a night landing at Arlanda Airport. Okay, got it. Is there some AI with the online version, or is it all players? So this, sorry, I lost heart. Say in terms of the AI, you can either have AI traffic, which I have right now, or you can have real players. I think it's called Skynet, if I'm not wrong. Or sorry, yes, Skynet, something like that, and that lets you play with other real like other people. I'm just thinking, wait, no. Yeah, it's called Skynet. I don't have it enabled, because I simply don't want it enabled. I might enable later because the whole fact that AI ATC kind of makes it nicer, but yeah. I think, they actually have a live map. Same instance of Skynet tracker. So they currently have 362 people.
15 Delta, cleared to Vienna via
362
the 4 Alpha
people.
departure runway.
They have currently 362 people flying, 107 VFR and 255 IFR. I wonder if I can. Oh, I am on there. Huh. I mean, I don't know. I think I have disabled the fact I can hear them though. You can use Sentinel as well with VATSIM when there's no ATC online, but it's kind of sketchy and they also just don't recommend it because in case real ATC does come online, it can become quite problematic. Nice sunset. Sad no one else is watching the stream. If I have time, I might actually do some plane spotting on VATSIM. So that's when you look at planes landing, but on VATSIM as an observer. So I might do that as well later on, if I have time. Okay, so approaching NECAT. Not sure what the frequency is for shooting control. There were a couple of people watching now. Yeah, I saw. You're the only one watching now though, because it says one watching now. I think at the beginning there was like 5, then it dropped down to 2, and then it went back up to 4, and now it's just 1. So you're the only one watching. Okay, let's see. We're approaching recats. Any second now we'll get. I might actually consider buying the game. Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, I really wish I could actually fly with someone else. Makes it more fun in a way. You don't have, because takeoff and landing can be quite stressful when you're solo, because you have to manage all the controls whilst looking when you're landing. Let me just listen to instructions at the moment. Yeah, the mod's called Your Controls. Your Controls allows you to fly with a co-pilot friend. So there's also an AI co-pilot, flight assistant. I don't use them though. But the mod called Your Controls. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. Your Controls.
Lufthansa.
Okay.
Contact Sweden Control on 118.205.
118. Contact Swing Control on 118.205. Lufthansa 355. I wanted to do a flight to Germany, which would suit the Lufthansa team, but it was too close, a 3-hour flight, so I decided not to do it.
Lufthansa. Clear Zilla 3 November into Arlanda. Whenever you'd like, descend flight level 300.
Cleared Zilla 3 November into Arlanda. Whenever you'd like to send flight level 300. Lufthansa 355. Screening control, Lufthansa 355. Good afternoon. Descending to flight level 300.
Lufthansa 355, Sweden control identified. Good afternoon.
Let me actually have a... It's called Your Controls, I believe. Yeah, it's called Your Controls. Want to up my mic volume? Okay, let me do that real quick. I upped it up a little bit now. Okay.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination. Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated till your aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for a ride.
I don't know why this guy's talking.
Lufthansa 355, Sweden control, descend flight level 180.
Descend flight level 180, Lufthansa 355. So I'm gonna turn on seatbelt signs as well. So we are beginning our approach. Oh yeah, we are actually quite close. Only 80 miles an hour. Enter destination data. I believe I did that right. Did I not? I did. Did anything change? Fell from, no, meter. No, everything's fine. Winds have increased. I think they'll be fine. Yeah, I'm already, we're beginning our descent already. I mean, like, if you buy the game today, you have to, don't be deceived, it says the game is 8 gigabytes, but then when you launch it, you have to download this mandatory update, which is 180, I think 150 gigabytes. So it suggests you download that in the night, because it downloads it through Microsoft servers and it's quite slow. It takes maybe like 6 hours. So I mean, download it overnight and we can actually fly tomorrow, because I'm planning on flying tomorrow as well. You can join me on the stream. Oh, for normal. Actually, no. Screen control, advise on Q and H. QNH 1014. It's under 355, thank you. So we'll pull for normal. So you can actually see my flight level changes when I pull it. See when I pull it? Suddenly, well now I set correct value, so it's I can't buy it today because I'm currently traveling. Okay, yeah, that's nice. Trying to convince some people to buy so I can actually fly with someone else. It's gonna get quite dark now. I'm gonna turn off my room lights so I can better see my screen for the landing. It's the morning. It's fine, it's fine. What did I enter for this? 102. Ah, okay. Well, I have to keep that one. Yeah, I'll keep it like this. No. We'll turn on our... Yeah, everything's fine for now. Turn on this. Make it a little brighter. All of this is fine. Don't want to turn on auto focus now. Trying to save it. Yeah, okay. If you have a controller, that will make it even better. And then I can teach you to fly the plane first, and then we can actually fly. Turn off chrono. I don't need that off. No, or it doesn't stay on. And I'll set the crew next to... Oh. 1012. By the looks of it, we are descending too slow, actually. So I think I'll override this and make us go faster downwards. Well, as fast as we can down. Oh no, I'll just apply speed brakes. When you apply speed brakes, you can go much faster because you don't get speed. Does that work? I have a PS5 controller. If you can connect, I mean, what are you going to be playing on? Are you going to be playing on PC or console? Because if we want to play together, we can only do on PC. I'll also set our first notch of flaps. Or not, I guess not. Game still wants us super fast. Okay, if you have PC, also buy the game on PC, not on console. It will only work on PC. PS5 controller works fine. Just make sure it connects to the PC. If it connects to the PC, yeah, go ahead. I'm using an Xbox controller. There's no difference. It's a controller. Yeah, if you can connect it, it's fine. See, the whole thing is that you want to have like the actual joystick part, like the thing. It just makes it so much easier for landing. So it'll be a little bit of a night landing. It's actually a night landing. It's not good, but it's not bad. So hopefully, it's not that cloudy actually now. You see, so we shouldn't be expecting that much turbulence at the moment. You can see the planes are really good at landing, gliding, because we're currently maintaining this speed while sloping down, so that means we're gaining speed. And idle, and I have speed brakes deployed. Yeah, we're still maintaining speed. Let me reduce this and see if that makes it go any faster down. No, it's not. Yeah, it is still a little bit, but it's not as much as it was in Vilnius. It's not like a fog. Definitely accuracy disengages. We're definitely gonna make it to flight level 180 high. So long. So we're probably gonna be told to decrease to 100 soon. So now we have more of a controlled descent. Dude, before the takeoff, yeah, it was definitely much more cloudy. It's much more dark. I think we're still over water. Let me have a look. It's dark actually. I expected more lights. We might still be over water at the point. Yeah, we're still over water. Okay. It's really dark. Can't see anything out the window even. I think if I turn on landing lights though. Send flight level 100, Lufthansa 355. Descend flight level 100, Lufthansa 355. Once we get, I think I'll do the first speed fixing. Speed. And actually this pink text is the minimum requirement, is like the requirements for every place. Because we're literally right now flying with idle engines, so our engines are doing absolutely nothing. We're idle. There is a Roblox version of the game. Descend flight level 080, Lufthansa 355. It's called like row 80, but it's nothing compared to this game. I mean, they have like one airport. You can't fly anywhere. You can start up a plane and all, but you can't actually fly anywhere. Descend flight level 080, Lufthansa 355. Let me see if turning on landing lights will make anything more visible. I think this might. Oh, there you go. You can see some lights now.
Lufthansa, contact Stockholm approach on 120.15.
Contact Stockholm approach on 120.155. 20. Stockholm approach, Lufthansa 355, good evening. Descending to flight level 080. I definitely would not recommend the Roblox game over. You can't actually do flights. You can't import flight plans or anything. It's literally just like
Lufthansa 355, Stockholm approach. Identified. Good afternoon. Expect the ILS runway 19 right approach into Arlanda.
Expect ILS runway 19 right approach into Arlanda. Lufthansa 355. It's gonna be 19 right. I think that is what we had set. I'm gonna activate our approach
Lufthansa,
phase.
descend flight level 050, QNH 1012.
Descend to flight level 050, QNH 1012. This guy sounds nice. And I'll deploy first note of flaps. Why are we not moving? Why is our speed 133? speeds would be this. Learning the controls must be kind of overwhelming. For what? What do you mean controls? Like how to fly the plane? Like these controls or this control? I think I'll go to 200.
Lufthansa. Descend altitude 3000.
Descend altitude 3000, Lufthansa 355. Put on our landing system as well. Yeah, how to fly the plane.
Lufthansa, negative. Cleared altitude is 3000 feet. Maintain 3000 feet unless
What did I
otherwise
say?
requested.
Confirmed negative. Cleared altitude is 3,000 feet. Lufthansa 355. If I'm gonna be honest, Airbus is really easy to learn. The Airbus A380 I was able to learn on my first flight without even
Lufthansa,
learning anything.
confirmed. Cleared altitude is 3000 feet.
Confirmed. Lufthansa 355. I think it's messing up my call sign as this 355. At this point, I'll turn this off because, oh yeah, it's already off. Okay, that's fine. There, you can see the coastline now. What is happening over here? What? It's not right, is it? Oh, there's some traffic, by the way. You can see a plane right there. Flight plan. FI. I mean, that does not seem right, this curve. I can really screw up our landing, but what can I do? Because there's so many... I'm just gonna tell you, if you rewatch the stream, like, half the buttons I don't press. You know, like, I didn't press any of this. Again, and most of these controls is quite basic. I didn't press any of this, right? But they're all labeled, right? You know, like, okay, this is the switch, this is all just letters, numbers. Up here also seems, but everything has names. Like, look back on the stream, I barely touch any of these buttons. I press like this one, these ones, and that's it. It's kind of basic. These knobs, they're just, I adjusted for the brightness. Boeing is where it gets hard. It needs more manual input. Airbus is more automatic. So yeah, we are in Sweden now. So I'm not sure what's happening with this curve. I am slightly worried about it, and that might mess up our landing. But I'm going to have our hopes up and hope that that won't be an issue. And increase our speed to 220 knots as well. By the way, we're still idle. Sweden flag. Sweden is a nice country. I've never been to it, but it's really nice flying. Quite low to the ground, actually. I think I'll enter my minimums. TRS. Okay, I think I'll set my CRS. I think I can find that in here. ESSA 2. Approach. ILS 9er right. There we go. Oh, and we have our tower as well. 118.5. Might as well enter that, make our lives easier. So we are coming from here. 184. 184. Hope that was correct. Thing to enter. And I haven't screwed myself over. Oh, you can hear the engine starting back up. And we're maintaining 3,000 feet. Yeah, I really want to visit Sweden. Seems like a really nice country. Think. Turn on the landing lights. Taxi lights. Runway turn off lights. That's fine. Emergency lights armed. There's a lot of anti-ice. We don't need it. It's gonna be a nice night landing. Makes it more exciting in a way. Still haven't. Oh, we have got it. Nice. 4. Yeah, that was correct. Okay, we got the interception. Nice. Nice. Oh, why? Wait, really? Why? Why have you been to Lithuania twice? Just connecting flight or touristing? Oh look, you can actually see the planes landing right there. Oh no. I don't know what these numbers mean. Let me have a look on the flight thing. So there's one landing. The second one coming for us. Oh no, there's a second one also landing. So this one's landing. Oh no, wait, what? What plane is this? Yeah, this one's landing. And then there should be one here somewhere. Which is also landing. I think that's wrong. AV-50? Oh wow. Okay. I went on a road trip across Eastern European countries and we wound up passing through Lithuania twice. Why twice? How do you end up passing through a country twice? Did you like it at least? What time did you go? Like what time of the year? When during the summer back in 22, oh. Summer's nice, but I prefer winter. I like the darkness. Like, it's only 4:30 for us now in Lithuania and it's already pitch black. There's no sun. Yeah, the people are really nice, they're really kind. Some are, at least. There's passing traffic. Also, quote-unquote landing. I think they're doing hold. They're holding. I feel like I would hear them on comms. So when we land, you will see a pink diamond come across here, and also a pink diamond come across here. And when they all align, I'll turn on approach mode, which will basically engage approach, and that will guide us in. And then either I'll do auto land or land myself. I'll see. I'll probably land myself though. No, like even the people who are like more of the gangster type, they're still quite kind. There's no reason to be mean at others.
Lufthansa, 8 miles from Charlie India 19 Romeo. Turn left heading 235. Cleared for the ILS runway 19 right approach.
8 miles from Charlie 19 right. Turn left heading 235. Cleared for the ILS runway 19 right approach. Where is 235? That might just be already expected heading. I'm currently Stockholm approach, Lufthansa 355. Can we just continue on our flight plan, not turn left heading 235? Okay.
Lufthansa, negative. Turn left. Heading 235 for sequencing to ILS runway 19 right approach.
Turn left heading 235 for sequencing to ILS runway 19 right approach. I don't know why they want to speed here. Anyways, our maximum speed is 200 knots. So we're going to go to 190. We're going to deploy our landing gear. All lights on.
5 minutes. Please prepare for that.
So if I don't read the chat, I want to really be locked in at the moment. Stockholm approach, Lufthansa 355, maintaining heading 235.
Lufthansa, contact Arlanda Tower on 128.73 crossing Charlie India 19 Romeo. Lufthansa, maintain heading 235. Continue approach.
I really hope they don't screw up my landing. Arlanda Tower, Lufthansa 355, maintaining flight level 30, heading 235.
Lufthansa 355, Arlanda Tower, descend altitude 3000.
Arlanda Tower, we're already maintaining altitude 3000 and heading 235, Lufthansa 355. I think I'm
Scandinavian 4901, winds 200 at 8, runway 26, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff 26, Scandinavian 4901.
not sure where it's guiding me to. I feel like I should just follow the flight plan. Arlanda Tower, Lufthansa 355, advise on further vectors.
Lufthansa, I've got you on my scope and I'll descend you further shortly. Stay on the arrival.
Maintaining heading 235 and altitude 3000 to Lufthansa 355. I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen again. We're like nowhere near our runway. Unless it's gonna guide us like this somehow. Doubt it won't. way off. We have a lookalike. There we go. We're already 10 nautical miles away. Okay, I'll be pacing set. Before I was quite intrusive and told us give me instructions. I'll relax. I'll wait for it. You never know what it'll tell me. I think I'll bring up flaps notch up and go to 210.
Scandinavian 4901, contact departure, safe travels. Okay, switching to departure, Scandinavian 4901. Amapola 305, contact ground on 121.908. Ground, Amapola 305.
Factor landing on 19 right. Okay, so since we're landing on 19 right, so we're landing 19 right. I think we'll ask gate board. Okay, I think I'm gonna be intrusive now. Arlanda Tower, this is Lufthansa 355. Are you giving us vectors for landing? We're like really far, right?
Lufthansa, something went wrong on this end and I wasn't able to do the math on the vectoring approach. This has been reported as bug, but you'll need to get yourself to the approach fix.
Oh, very useful. Okay, let's see. I need to get to Arlanda Tower, Lufthansa 355. We need vectors to approach. Arlanda Tower, this is Lufthansa 355. We need vectors for approach to runway 19 right.
26 cleared to land, Brussels 1906. Red nose 2615, winds 200 at 8, runway 19 right, cleared for takeoff.
We really scheduled that.
Cleared for takeoff, 19 right, red nose 2615.
Scandinavian 2132, winds 200 at 8, runway 19 right, cleared to land. 19 right, Scandinavian 2132.
Arlanda Tower, the time to 355, going direct to CI-19 right. So we're basically going direct somewhere here. That's messed up. So bad.
Lufthansa Roger, proceed direct to CI-19.
Can we get direct to Zanon? Sorry, Arlanda Tower, can we get direct to Oxenu?
Lufthansa, proceed direct, then on approved. Lufthansa, proceed direct, auction approved.
You know, it's fixed. Somewhat. That was very annoying. We should not have listened to approach.
Brahmans 1906, contact ground on 121.908. Switching to ground, Brahmans 1906.
So we will ask it probably for gate 44 then, because it's like it's the shortest way there. Okay, that was. That means we'll have to do a short landing. Okay, I think we'll not ask it for gate. Let's first land, see where we landed, and then based on that, I'll decide on which gate I want to land at. But I don't think I could do such a short landing. What if I turn on the foot?
Switching to departure, red nose 2615.
Okay, now we'll slow down to 190. And bring up the second flap, second outside flaps. What altitude do we have to do? What? No. What is happening?
Scandinavian 2132, contact ground on 121.908.
It's the most scuffed up landing. There's nothing you can do. You might want to auto then? No, no. I think I'll be sent to 2000 feet just to be safe.
Scandinavian 2065, winds 200 at 8, runway 19 right, cleared to land. Cleared to land 19 right, Scandinavian 2065.
2,500. Traffic. Traffic.
Traffic? Where? Where's traffic? There's no traffic.
Lufthansa winds 220 at 8, runway 19 right, clear to land.
Runway 19 right, clear to land. Lufthansa 355.
Orlando Tower, red nose 3206, established
Great,
on the
we
Orlando
are
X-ray,
on the
runway 19
localizer.
right.
We are good. So
Red
that
nose
will guide us in
3206, roger.
basically. See, oh, we're coming in fast. Sensor 160. Get a third, not collapsing. Something full, let's go full. I got my controller ready. You can see the plane's following us. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna do an auto landing. I don't want to risk it. I know it's a little annoying, but just simply don't want to risk it. Because, like, I mean, look at this crosswind. Look, I can't land in the side of a crosswind. Let me just make sure I can react here. Yeah, everything's fine.
1,000.
Hopefully, it doesn't do a rough landing. Slow down a little more to 40. I think I'll need to retard on myself though. Retard myself. And reverse. So hopefully this doesn't do a rough landing. Oh. Nav barrel ground spoiler not armed. Ah, okay. Armed.
400.
This is correct. Hey, what happened? What happened? No, don't do this. I accidentally clicked the rudder button. Ooh, wait, let's see the settings. This actually looks really good.
50, 40, 30,
Oh, crap.
20, 10, retard.
Okay, I got it. My controls now. Okay. Ooh.
Contact ground on 121.908.
Contact ground on 121.98.
Sunturk 45 Whiskey, Yankee short of 26, ready for departure.
Sunturk 45 Whiskey Yankee, wind 200 at 8, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
26 cleared for takeoff, Sunturk 45 Whiskey, Yankee.
Red nose 3206, wind 200 at 8, runway 19 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land, 19 right, red nose 3206.
Okay. Arlanda ground, Lufthansa 355, holding short of Zulu Hotel, requesting gate 17.
Lufthansa taxi to gate 17 via Zulu, Echo and Hotel.
Taxi to gate 17 via Zulu, Echo, and Hotel. I'm not getting a speech. What's I give a speech for? Ah, why is it not turning? Yeah, I don't know what you want to say. Okay. Let me just not screw up the parking now. Okay. I will accept that. Okay, let's get a jet bridge. Please, no jet bridge. Oh yeah, landing lights off, taxi can be on, the truck can be off. Let's turn on the APU. Okay, ground power unit, baggage truck, catering truck.
Red Nose 3206, taxi to the ramp. Red Nose 3206, taxi to parking via Yankee 5 Zulu Hotel.
Lufthansa 355, out on the ground, good day, at gate 17. Okay, turn on external power.
Lufthansa, say again, please.
Lufthansa 355 at gate 17, a good day. We'll turn off engine 2. And engine 1. Jet bridge, I guess no jet bridge. And then let's begin the deboarding. Deboard.
Scandinavian 579, a contact tower on 128.73.
Turn off our cam, we don't need it. 579er. And we can turn off our APU. Turn off all the fuel pumps. And the batteries. And we are good to go. Fuck. Seatbelt signs off. 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 I am not giving a speech no matter what you say. Here. Here. There's your speech. I turned off the radio. Why is this?
Scandinavian 68 Golf cleared for...
There you go. Now they're quiet. Yeah, thank you guys for joining this speech. No, not speech. Thank you for joining this stream. Hopefully I will stream some more. And have a good day. Actually, I'm not done yet. We can do the plane spotting. Let me turn on my room lights. So let me just see how busy the airports are. And depending on how busy they are, I will either do some plane spotting or not. So New York is usually quite busy. LaGuardia. So LaGuardia doesn't seem busy, but let's have a look at Frankfurt and Heathrow. They're usually quite busy with landings all the time. So Frankfurt is quite busy. There's multiple landings. And Heathrow, not as busy. So let me have a look how if we have a free cam. Okay, so what I'm gonna do quickly is I'll do. Hello, you guys should still be hearing me. I'm gonna quickly set this up since this will take some time. Once I do set up, be able to do some plane spotting, which is always quite nice to do. Just need to install some software first. Okay, so there seems to be some drone view we can use. And then also download Xpilot, which is what you use to connect. So plane spotting is when you basically wait at the runway and you look at planes landing. What we're going to basically do is we're going to do the exact same thing, but Microsoft Flight Simulator and on VATSIM. So VATSIM's, you know, that giant network that I mentioned before. We'll do it at Frankfurt Airport as well. So we'll just watch other players land. Wait, no. Plane 12 V pilot. Download stable. Don't worry, it won't take that long as well. So let me just have a look at VATSIM radar. So you can actually go to vatsimradar.com. I'm gonna send in the chat. You can actually have a look at the Frankfurt and have a look at how many planes are actually landing there at the moment. Quite a number actually. So Frankfurt Airport, EDDF. So seems like a V116 is free. La 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 la. Okay, so now I'm gonna boot up Microsoft Flight Sim again. I'll be able to show you the game. Did anyone new join, or is it still you, or is it still just you? It says two watching, so I'd assume that someone new joined. You can't hear me, right? Okay. Game starting up. So let me just give a brief overview. VATSIM is basically a network for like pilots to join and also for ATC to roleplay, and it's all just volunteers. So apparently there's some drone camera thing, so I'm gonna quickly find that, and then I'll unlock my stream again. Show my stream again, sorry. Okay. So let me just quickly look at the controls. Once I find them, I'll be able to show you everything. So keyboard, drone, drone camera, toggle drone, insert. Where's the insert button? Okay, I see. Okay, so I'll show you guys my stream now again. Here we go. Should be able to see my screen now. We're gonna go over to Frankfurt Airport. It's getting quite dark, it's actually nice. There we go. So I'll spawn on this one since it's not busy. There's no one there, actually, sorry. Plane actually just landed now. We'll tune into frequencies and whatnot. Okay, ready to fly. So we'll just quickly turn everything on. Let me test the camera thing. Yeah, there we go. Not exactly sure how to rotate though. Okay, R to go up. And control wise, drone. Yaw left. Oh. Yeah, I don't have those. Give me a second. 6. Yeah, that's fine. And 4. That's fine. Okay, perfect. We have a nice view of the planes. And then quickly connect. So I'll just be DLH 355. Connect as observer. Oops. You have entered an unknown type code for password is incorrect. Okay, so we are in the Batson network now. Quite loud, but we will tune power. Let me just check. Power is 118780.
Fliegen in Anflugpiste 07 rechts, Delta 12 Charlie, Lima Foxtrot.
They're all speaking
Tower, hello,
in
Lufthansa
German
07
now.
Egg.
Okay, so now that we're in here, plane just landed. Oh, just did the go around. Oh, it's sure how to go out.
So, hello, Lufthansa 355 on Lima, approaching Lima 16, we are ready. Lima 16, line up 07, Center Lufthansa 355, check.
So I think I'm gonna probably log off now.